Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this explosive breakdown of one of the most shocking moments in late-night television history. Imagine the glitz and glamour of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, where Hollywood's elite come to chat, promote their latest blockbusters, and maybe share a laugh or two. But on that fateful evening in late September 2025, things took a dramatic turn when British powerhouse actor Tom Hardy, known for his intense portrayals in films like Mad Max, Fury Road, and The Dark Knight Rises, stepped onto the stage to discuss his upcoming action thriller. The audience buzzed with excitement, expecting the usual banter about his rugged roles and method acting techniques that have made him a fan favorite. Stephen Colbert, ever the sharp-witted host with a knack for blending comedy and commentary, greeted Hardy with his signature enthusiasm, kicking off what should have been a routine segment. Hardy, dressed in a sleek black suit that accentuated his muscular frame, settled into the guest chair, flashing a rare smile that hinted at his notoriously private persona. As the band played a funky intro tune, Colbert dove right in, praising Hardy's versatility from playing villains to heroes, and the conversation flowed smoothly at first, touching on the challenges of physical transformation for roles and the evolution of cinema in the streaming era. But beneath the surface, tensions simmered, waiting to erupt like a volcano in one of Hardy's apocalyptic movies. The studio lights beamed down, capturing every micro-expression, while millions tuned in from home, unaware they were about to witness a meltdown that would dominate headlines for weeks. Hardy spoke passionately about his craft, emphasizing authenticity and the raw emotion he brings to characters, but Colbert perhaps. The interview progressed. The atmosphere thickened like fog rolling in from the East River, with Colbert doubling down on his line of questioning, perhaps intending to elicit a viral moment or delve into what he saw as compelling human interest. Hardy, whose career has been built on brooding intensity, felt the intrusion deeply, his responses growing shorter and laced with an edge that fans recognized from his on-screen personas. "Stephen, let's keep it to the film, yeah?" Hardy suggested, his British accent sharpening, trying to redirect, but Colbert, fueled by the live energy and his own improvisational style, pressed on with a quip about how Hardy's enigmatic toughness might hide vulnerabilities that audiences crave to see unpacked. The studio audience laughed nervously at first, but as Hardy's face flushed and he leaned forward, pointing a finger, the laughter faded in a stunned silence. "You think this is entertainment? Digging into someone's past like it's a punchline?" Hardy retorted, his voice rising, echoing off the set walls adorned with colorful graphics and celebrity photos. Colbert, caught off guard but quick on his feet, attempted to diffuse with humor, saying something along the lines of, "Tom, we're all just trying to humanize the superhuman here." But the apology fell flat, igniting Hardy's frustration further. He stood up abruptly, towering over the desk, his chair scraping loudly against the floor as he unleashed a torrent of words about respect, privacy, and the superficiality of modern talk shows that prioritize shock over substance. Backstage whispers from producers buzzed through headsets, urging a commercial break, but the cameras kept rolling, capturing the raw escalation in real time. The climax hit like a thunderclap when Hardy's exasperation boiled over into an explosive outburst, his fists slamming on the desk, sending papers fluttering and a water glass teetering precariously. "This isn't a bloody therapy session," he bellowed, his eyes blazing with the same ferocity that earned him acclaim in roles like Bane or Venom, now directed at the host across from him. Colbert, usually unflappable, showed a flicker of surprise, his monocle-like glasses slipping slightly as he raised his hands in mock surrender, but the damage was irreversible. The argument delved into accusations, Hardy claiming Colbert was exploiting his history for ratings, while the host countered that public figures invite such scrutiny by choosing the spotlight. The exchange devolved into rapid-fire barbs, with references to Hardy's past interviews where he'd been more open, now twisted against him, and Colbert's own battles with controversy over political monologues. Studio staff hovered anxiously, the director signaling frantically from the control booth, but the live broadcast captured every heated word, amplifying the drama for viewers nationwide. Social media ignited instantly. Hashtags like hashtag Tom Hardy vs. Colbert trending within minutes, as clips spread virally across platforms, dissecting the feud frame by frame. Hardy's defenders praised his stand for privacy, while critics labeled him temperamental, reigniting debates about his difficult reputation on sets. Colbert's team later spun it as a passionate discussion, but the raw footage showed otherwise, a genuine clash of titans. As the tension peaked, Hardy grabbed his jacket, declaring, "I'm done with this circus," and stormed toward the exit, brushing past a stunned stagehand. Security escorted him out amid flashes from paparazzi already gathering outside the Ed Sullivan Theater, the iconic venue now synonymous with this infamous walkout. Immediately following Hardy's dramatic exit, the show cut to a hasty commercial break, but the repercussions rippled outward like shockwaves from an epicenter of controversy. Colbert, regaining composure, addressed the audience upon return with a mix of apology and deflection, joking about the unexpected plot twist while assuring viewers the interview was meant in good fun, though his eyes betrayed the gravity of the situation. Behind the scenes, producers scrambled to manage the crisis, contacting Hardy's team and preparing statements to mitigate potential backlash against the network. Online, the internet exploded with reactions. Fans of Hardy flooding forums with support, decrying Colbert's bullying tactics, while Colbert loyalists argued it was classic satirical probing that celebrities should handle. Memes proliferated, superimposing Hardy's angry face from films onto the interview stills, and pundits on entertainment shows dissected the event, comparing it to historic TV blow-ups like Tom Cruise's couch jumping or Kanye West's Outbursts. Hardy's publicist released a terse statement emphasizing his commitment to mental health advocacy and requesting privacy, subtly shading the show's approach without naming names. Colbert, in subsequent episodes, alluded to the incident with self-deprecating humor, inviting guests to discuss media boundaries, turning the mishap into fodder for broader conversations about celebrity interviews in the hashtag #MeToo and mental health awareness era. The incident boosted ratings temporarily, as curiosity drew viewers, but it also sparked industry-wide reflections on preparation and consent in talk show formats. Networks reviewed protocols, ensuring clearer boundaries for sensitive topics, while Hardy's next project gained unintended buzz from the free publicity. Public figures weighed in, from fellow actors praising Hardy's authenticity to comedians defending Colbert's style as pushing envelopes. Reflecting on Tom Hardy's career trajectory leading to this flashpoint, it's a saga of resilience and reinvention that makes the blow-up all the more poignant, from his breakout in Layer Cake to Oscar nods for The Revenant, where his brutal dedication saw him endure freezing conditions for authenticity. Hardy's journey includes overcoming personal demons, including sobriety battles that he's alluded to in rare interviews, shaping his guarded approach to publicity, preferring roles that allow immersion over self-promotion. Appearing on Colbert's show aligned with promotional duties for a film blending his action hero prowess with dramatic depth, expecting the platform's prestige to elevate buzz without delving into the shadows of his past. Yet, the argument exposes vulnerabilities. Hardy's explosive response rooted in a lifetime of proving doubters wrong, from East End origins to global stardom. His intensity often misinterpreted as aloofness. Post-incident, support floods in from peers like Nolan and Miller, who vouch for his professionalism, countering any narrative of volatility, while Hardy's fanbase grows fiercer, memes and edits celebrating his "don't mess with Tom" vibe. The event also spotlights Colbert's evolution from Comedy Central edginess to CBS polish, where pushing buttons for laughs sometimes backfires in the hashtag #MeToo era of accountability, prompting internal reviews at CBS on guest protocols. Broader implications ripple through entertainment, with agents advising clients on riskier bookings and platforms like YouTube thriving on reaction videos that amplify the drama, turning personal conflict into profitable content. Hardy's handling, dignified in silence mostly, reinforces his enigmatic allure, potentially boosting his next project's intrigue as audiences seek the man behind the myth.